Welcome to Master Trader's Weekly Trade Review. I'm Dan Gibby, and in this lesson I'm going to show you some of the traits that we look for in buying breakouts, because many of them do not succeed and get slammed right back, and the other components of what we look for in a big target. This is our technical based approach to trading anything that moves. We start with a compelling pattern. I say no setup, no action. Don't even look any further. Once I have a compelling setup, then I take that picture and we say, all right, where is it in connection with the trend? Up, down, or sideways? Is it on support or resistance? What do multiple time frames tell us, which I'm going to highlight in this video? Is it showing relative strength or weakness to the broader markets or the sector? Volume, moving average analysis is secondary, but is a plus. What are the broader markets and internals doing? And then everything else is about position and money management and trader psychology, which means having the patience and discipline to follow your trading plan. BLOK is a Bitcoin ETF. This is a daily chart, and notice how clean our charts are. Red and green color-coded candlesticks, color-coded volume. We have three moving averages on the daily chart, 20, 50, 200. And notice that it's the 200 is flat, so that means 200 days of data. It's going nowhere. Same with the 20 and the 50, but now the 20 broke out, so that's telling us there's some short-term bullish activity. This is a bullish trading range. Notice that red bars are ignored, attempts to break down are ignored, it's consolidating through time. And now, on this particular bar, I have a decisive closing breakout. That's where you would start entering this position. And then here's what we call a 180 reversal. This red bar suggested lower prices and immediately was a new closing breakout. I'll show you the weekly and monthly in a moment. But look to the left, there's no resistance over there. So whether you're swing trading this or core trading it, this was a beautiful swing trade. When I show you the weekly and monthly charts, that's why we gave it as a core trade, which means an anticipating holding period from weeks to months. This is a closed trade. We track every open and closed trades in the members area in our 3 advisory letters. We give the date, the symbol, the stock or option trade, the technical setup, breakout daily, weekly, monthly, right there. And we give trade management all the way to the end. Notice we were in this trade 77 days. So that was a beautiful core trade. We sold one, this is what we call a wide range ending bar. After a monster move, far from the 20 period moving average, we just sold 1/3 into strength. And it says 22.6% return on capital. On 2-to-1 margin, it's actually double that. And then, in order to go for the bigger gains, you have to let the stock retrace against you and form a higher pivot on the time frame that you're trading. These blue dots are pivots, the way we define them at Master Trader, which means 3 higher lows to the left, 3 higher lows to the right. And then the computer will put a little blue dot there. Same with the red dots for pivot highs. So we let it retrace here. Remember, we already sold 1/3. We have a huge open gain. It pivoted here. It moved up. Bar by bar analysis. Uh-oh, that's an ugly red engulfing bar. We're still sitting through it. 2 more inside bars. And then this bar traded under here. And that was our trail stop to book 34% return on capital. Let's take a look at the weekly and monthly chart. We say that multiple time frame alignment increases the odds of success of the pattern that you're trading working as intended. Another concept of ours is the price void, which means look to the left and there's insignificant resistance or consolidation to prevent a bullish move into that void based on the pattern that we're trading. So here's the weekly breakout. I showed you the daily, but it's corresponding in this example on the weekly. So we have a breakout on the daily, breakout on the weekly. Notice here though, all of these we were watching for bottoming, because look, this thing was $65, monthly chart, tested this prior low, and this is what we call a 180 reversal in the weekly chart. It broke down, immediately snapped back, engulfed that, and then proceeded to take out the prior pivot high. You now got my attention, and I'm watching to get on board. In this case, I watched it for over 2 months before we got on board. Monthly chart, breakdown, another 180 reversal going sideways. Just for you multiple time frame guys, this breakdown failure on the weekly is actually this bottoming tail right here on the monthly. And so that means buyers were lurking below, and that's a bullish sign. Now the monthly went sideways, also a breakout on the monthly with a monster price void. And we could have decided to let the weekly chart continue to retrace and pivot and make that our new stop since it was a core trade. But with the broader markets also feeling toppy, and this is a big topping pattern with a price void on the daily, and it kind of looks like it could come all the way down here to the 50-period moving average, we just made the decision to take our beautiful gains and keep it on our watch list for a new setup because the monthly still looks great with a price void. Hope that helped. This particular trade was in our ETF trader, which only trades ETFs based on our technical fundamental approach on longer time frames with these price void, longer holding periods. Check it out at mastertrader.com/ETF. Hope you enjoyed that. As always, email my partner Greg Capper. Look forward to seeing you in the next trade review video.